It's hip-hop nationalism. In a park in Tokyo, several thousand right-wingers, with many thousands more following on live internet feeds. The mood pro-Japanese and distinctly anti-China. On stage, Toshio Tamagami, a former air defense chief, forced to resign because of his extreme views over World War II, and now their leader.
Japan must watch the rise of Chinese militarism very closely. Traditionally, we have compromised, but now we have to be harder in our dialogue.
Numbers have swelled since the first protest over what Japan calls the Senkaku Islands. Helped by the renewed dispute with Russia over the Kuril Islands to the north, and the release of video footage of the clash with the Chinese fishing trawler a month ago. The release onto the internet of the fishing boat collision has confirmed in many people's minds here that the Chinese skipper was at fault, and that not only was Japan weak in releasing him, it was seen by the rest of the world to be weak. Release of the footage has been the top story in the news bulletins. It's shocking, this man said, that this can happen in our territorial waters. But this woman wanted an end to the row. I've got Chinese friends. It's a tiny incident and we should move on. Here in the electronics Akihabara district of Tokyo, Japan has good financial reason to put the issue behind it. In this department store, Chinese visitor James Pan and his friends are on a spending spree.
Average 2,000 each person, maybe 2,000 US dollars. I come every year, and the first time for them to come.
And there are millions more who will follow.
Yeah, they're spending more and we have more and more customers here. They have a list, especially like the cameras, and they just rush to it.
For an export-driven economy in an economic slump, having 1 billion consumers next door is a powerful force.
There are people who want to calm things down and realize that Japanese economic future is very much tied to Chinese economy. But on the other hand, there are people who say that this is a time when Japan should show that it's not going to be pushed around by China.
For these protesters, the only equation that seems to matter is the rising might of China compared with their own declining economic influence in this part of the world. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Tokyo.